Most ladies would be happy to celebrate their 80th birthday with a few family and friends, perhaps a nice cup of tea, and maybe a nap after lunch. But for Britain's Queen Elizabeth II, her birthday diary looked much like any other working day. A scheduled walkabout to meet her subjects, meetings with youth groups, and birthday wishes from the people of Windsor, where her favourite home, Windsor Castle, is located. And that evening, she was at the Royal Palace at Kew for a birthday dinner hosted by Prince Charles, her eldest son. In her 54 years on the throne, she's conferred more than 350,000 honours, launched 23 ships, and visited 129 countries on more than 250 official royal tours. She has about 470 official engagements each year, according to staff at Buckingham Palace.
Thank you.
Every year, Her Majesty entertains some 48,000 people from all sections of the community at royal garden parties and other occasions. Born in London on April the 21st, 1926, the first child of the Duke and Duchess of York, her life was transformed when her uncle, King Edward VII, abdicated his throne in 1936 to marry American divorcee Wallis Simpson. His brother George ascended to the throne and unexpectedly became king, a role for which he was ill-prepared. A conscientious and dedicated man, he worked hard to adapt to the role into which he was suddenly thrown. The royal family's lives were thrown into turmoil when Buckingham Palace, and the rest of London, was bombed during the Second World War. The palace was bombed 9 times, but the family never left Britain. After the war, Elizabeth's engagement to Lieutenant Philip Mountbatten was announced, and the couple were married in Westminster Abbey in November 1947. Philip becoming His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Prince Charles was born a year later, and 2 years afterwards, Princess Anne was born. The strain of the war had taken their toll on the King's health. He failed to recover from a lung operation and died in his sleep in February 1952, aged just 56. His eldest daughter ascended the throne and was crowned Queen Elizabeth II at Westminster Abbey on the 2nd of June 1953. Princes Andrew and Edward were the first children to be born to a reigning British monarch since the reign of Queen Victoria. The 1990s was a terrible decade for the royal family. The marriages of the Queen's 3 eldest children have all ended in divorce. There was tragedy on the 31st of August 1997 when Prince Charles's ex-wife Diana was killed in a car crash in Paris. The outpouring of grief at her funeral was unprecedented. The day-to-day business of being Queen has kept Queen Elizabeth busy during her long reign. She attends weekly meetings with the Prime Minister, and each year she presides over the opening of Parliament. Any talk of the Queen retiring or abdicating in favour of Prince Charles or even his eldest son William is dismissed by those who know her. The Queen sees abdication as a dirty word. She became Queen because of an abdication, but when crowned, she vowed that she regarded her investiture as a job for life. The year of the Queen's Golden Jubilee, 2002, was tinged with sadness, with the deaths of both her younger sister, Princess Margaret, and of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, within weeks of each other. Her mother was 103. In March 2006, just weeks before her 80th birthday, the Queen travelled to Australia to open the Commonwealth Games.